my name is Isaac, and welcome to round 7 of the Adrenaline GT GT3 Championship. We are here at Trial Mountain, and we're bringing you all the Lobby A action today. It's just me this week for this one, so let's get into all the action. We've only got 2 rounds to go, and it is hotting up in the championship. I believe it's just 4 points between our championship combatants, Justin L and Ibn Hamza, so it is close, and let's see if it gets closer today. Let's have a look at our track stats now. So 5.4 kilometers of tarmac around this one, 15 corners, a mandatory medium tyre, and it's a very high tyre wear circuit, so that is something to watch. We might see quite a few drivers trying to go the medium to medium strategy. Looking at the track map up there in the middle, up the top of the graphic on your screen, turns 1, 2, and 3, if you're brave, the faster you can go through there, the better. Some drivers, especially in qualifying, try to take that one flat out, but as the race wears on, you'll be seeing drivers take that more and more carefully. Trying to get a nice run out of turn 4, you could find yourself making a move into the tight right-hander of turn 5. Or a nice run out of 8 down the really long back straight down towards turn 9. You could find yourself making an excellent move and making a very decisive move down into turn 9, the bowl. Or if you're brave enough, down into turn 14, the final complex of corners. But I don't think we're going to see anyone go side by side in those first few corners. Let's have a look at our grid order now. So Ibn Hamza, the man chasing for the title. He was last week's race winner. He lines up on pole with his championship rival Justin L right alongside him. Last week's podium getter, smashing Apex in 3rd. K-Dot is in 4th. Jay Walbutton is trying to bounce back after a couple tough weeks for him in the GT3 Championship. He's coming out of 5th for this one. Slippy is 6th. Bazar is 7th. Curving Texas, after coming 4th last week, he lines up 8th for this one. Wrestler is in 9th. BBL Flash lines up 10th with his NSX compatriot El Sandwich right behind him in 11th. F. Crestale is 12th. That Ferrari struggling with the new physics model. Dorsey 13th. Street Style in 14th. And BBL Sinkiller in 15th. And as I just briefly touched on, but should remind you, this is the first GT3 race since the 1.49 updates. It's the first time we're seeing these cars with the new physics. So it's going to be very interesting to see how this plays out, if there's a little bit of difference. We can see already in the qualifying that maybe some drivers struggling to get to grips with this new physics model, more so than others. So let's see how this plays out in the race. Let's jump into all the action. Here we go. Lights are out and we are away for this one. Ibn Hamza gets away to a lovely start in that Chevrolet. Definitely not affected by this new physics update at all. As they roar through turn 1, they are all pretty much flat out there, right on it. At the start of this one, we can hear tyres already squealing. And drivers pushing hard straight away. They are not giving up easily already in this one. Bazar drops down to 15th, so a tough start for him in this one in that beautifully presented RB style Subaru. And he did start 8th, so he's dropped back down and into the wall on the outside there. So struggling early in this one for him, which is unfortunate. There's still a long way to go in this race as we look up and down the field. And there's not much happening at the moment. Everyone is line astern, but we've got a couple cars close here forming a bit of a train. Are we going to see anyone going for a move early in this one? I think everyone's sort of spread out. Here we go. This is Justin Allen smashing Apex going side by side down towards turn 9. They're going to have a look. Apex up the inside. The camera's sort of cut it off a little bit, but I think he's got him. He has. Beautiful move there by smashing Apex. Wonderful stuff. Absolutely clinical move from co-commentator Chris. He'll be on Lobby B this week as well, so make sure you go and check that out if you haven't already. Justin L has a little sneaky look up the inside, but nothing doing there, and he's now under threat from K-Dot, who is not far behind. So this battle is heating up early on in this one, and I believe this is pretty much it. Everyone is line astern for the time being. No one is really. Dorsey right on the back of, I believe that's Cristale. El Sandwith and Cristale going side by side. Apologies for the jump cut there. We had a technical issue, but we are back just at the end of the straight. We didn't lose too much time. El Sandwith right behind Cristale. Obviously has a lot more pace through that first complex of corners, and it is hotting up. Justin L also has been overtaken by AGT K-Dot, so that is another change of position, and K-Dot finds himself in the podium place as we see the Porsche of Walbutton sliding sideways out of, I believe that is turn 5. It is turn 5, and Justin maybe struggling a little bit early in this one for pace, not quite having the pace that he would like early on in this race. So we'll keep an eye on that, but we're going to check back in down the back because there was an interesting battle going on down the back here. Cristale has sort of, he's got himself in front of Dorsey now. Street Style is right behind El Sandwith in that. He's got the lights flashing. Dorsey, he's having a look up the inside of Cristale into 9. Can't quite make that move stick. Cristale's going to hold around the outside. He goes really wide there, and the Merc just doesn't have the drive off the corner like the Ferrari does. And Cristale, we didn't mention that Ferrari maybe not as strong as it could be after the update. It's a little bit of a boat, but he's doing well so far in the top 10, and we've got Street Style and BBL Sinkilla battling this one out. They're all fighting for sheep stations down the back here early on in this one. And there we go, we've got Curving Texas, Slippy and Walbutton right with each other now. They aren't letting each other go. This is really close between Slippy and Walbutton as they come into the first complex of corners. And a bit of dust kicked up somewhere there. I think everyone's still going in a straight line. We can hear tyre squeal in the background. It's a very high load circuit, this one. The tyres work really hard, especially those I should say right-hand tyres, the driver's side tyres. Well, driver's side in Australia, I believe in these cars you're actually on the opposite side of the car, but the loaded side tyres, which are the right-hand side tyres, work exceptionally hard around here at this circuit. So a lot of tyre squeal from these guys, a lot of just using as much of the track as they can. Slippy has got a good run out of here on Jay Walbutton, and he's gonna probably try and have a look and make a move into turn 9 as they run down the back straight. He's right there with him, not too far behind at all. He pulls to the left, moves to the outside, makes the move. That's actually the inside. He's gonna look to get him here into turn 9. Can he make it stick? Not quite. Jay Walbutton just gets a better drive off the corner and holds ahead for now over Slippy. But this is a very, very good battle from the Porsche of Walbutton and the BBL Supra of Slippy. But now this has invited Curving Texas back into this as well. So he is now right behind Slippy, having a look up the inside into the final corner. Will he go for the move? Not quite. Just slightly backs out of that one. It's not the best camera angle at the final corner. You can't really see too well into that one, but he did back out of it, thought better of it in that case, which was probably smart. But he's right behind Slippy as they enter this first complex of corners, turns 1, 2, and 3. Now this is a very quick section of racetrack. You don't want to go side by side through here, and they don't. And I think he just gets a better run through there, Slippy, just pulling away from Curving Texas a little bit and managing to hold on. But as I say that, I've completely ignored the fact that Smashing Apex now leads this race. So we will find a replay of that for you, the move for the lead, because that is big. Smashing Apex wants to try and make a late move for the championship in these last couple rounds, and he is doing it. Here we go. This is the move for the race lead from Smashing Apex on the soft tyre compared to Ridwan on the mediums. He just brakes so much later, has so much more grip into turn 9, holds the inside line, and it's a beautiful move. Ridwan tries to come back at him on the exit of the corner, but just doesn't have the grip in comparison to Apex, and it's a beautiful move for the race lead for Apex to get himself up to lead this race. So Arjen Hamza is not far behind him. But this is big for the championship, because Smashing Apex, he was the quiet achiever He was sneaking up on them ever so slowly. And if he can pull out a result today, then it'll be nice and close between these guys for the overall championship. Coming into the final round, he is trying to mount a charge. Actually, I think he's quite a fair way off what I thought he might have been. But he's doing quite well. He's looking to jump Wild Button and K-Dot and bring the fight to those guys. So potentially a good result today here, and especially a win could mean a lot for him. He had a podium last week, so he'll be looking to do the same thing again this week. Try and help secure some more points for his championship push. It's all sort of, I think it's sort of quietened out now a bit. Everyone's sort of started to spread out except for these guys. Curving Texas and Slippy still right with each other. Wild Button's gapped these guys a little bit now. You can see the gap is fairly decent. Now, probably enough for Wild Button just to relax a little bit. Let himself just have a little bit of breathing room and not stress too much. But everyone else down the field has sort of spread out. Samwith in behind. Wrestler down in 14th, and Bazza currently in last, struggling in that BRZ at the moment. So great qualifying from him, but just a difficult race so far. And that is Curving Texas past Slippy, so we missed that one. We'll grab a replay, but that is Curving Texas up into 6th place. So this is good from him. He's made a early push in this race. So that was a brilliant move from Curving Texas, as you just saw. And he is now ahead of Slippy and into 6th place. But Slippy isn't done yet. He's going to try and come back at him. Here we go. On the run down to turn 9, Slippy moves ahead, and that is a brilliant move from the BVL driver. The 93 Porsche of Curving Texas just trying to hold station around the outside, couldn't quite make it work, and has to fall in behind as we come into the final complex of corners. You can, if you find yourself with a good run out of turn 13 here, you could find yourself making a move into the final chicane, but I don't think he's quite close enough. The Porsche's got good drive, but it's just not good enough for him to make a move, so he's going to have to try and do what he did last lap and get close coming through the first complex of corners, turns 1, 2, and 3, and find himself fighting for that position and making a move into the tunnel. So we'll see what happens there as they come down to turn 4. But everyone else just sort of spread out for now. We're moving on to lap 6. You will start to see, if anyone started on softs, you'll start to see them thinking about pitting. A bit of tyre slip going on, tyre squeal. These tyres are fighting, these drivers are fighting these tyres at the moment. It is very intense. K-Dot and Hamza are battling it out as well. We'll go up and check that out, because this is going on as well. I saw K-Dot was temporarily ahead of Hamza. I think that was maybe a visual glitch on the screen. I think Hamza has been there the whole time. I did go back and research into that. That was why there was a little bit of a jump cut there. So I think that was a visual glitch. K-Dot, he isn't too far behind even Hamza. So Apex has just sort of gapped these guys in the Lexus. He's doing really well so far. K-Dot is hunting down Hamza for that second spot, and Justin not far behind these guys after a bit of a difficult start. Slippy has got Jay Walbutton, so something has happened to Walbutton. He gets loose in through turn 9, and that is another position to Curving Texas. So something must have happened to Walbutton to give that place to Slippy. But that means he just got a little bit loose through turn 9 as well. Maybe these tyres wearing for Walbutton more than he would like, and that invited Curving Texas up the inside. So Smashing Apex, your race leader, is in. He is on the soft tyres. So your race leader has come in for his mandatory medium tyre stop. So this is how Jay Walbutton fell down the order a little bit. So coming into here, he just gets on the grass in the braking zone. Massive snap of oversteer. Did well to catch that. Curving Texas and Slippy did a great job to avoid him. And then these guys side by side. Curving Texas just moves around the outside of Jay Walbutton. A beautiful move. But yeah, Jay Walbutton, no, not great. He's down in 7th, but brilliant car control to catch that massive snap of oversteer. So we'll have to see where that spits him out. We'll check in with him now. He hasn't even made it to his pit box yet, so he's going to drop down the field here. And here we go. So tyres going on. The first of the cars to stop. Maybe one of the only cars potentially running soft tyres. We'll have to see. Fuel going in. Not too much fuel. He doesn't need a lot. He's probably saved a bit of fuel. He goes on the medium tyre now. And this is going to be a drive to the end for him. So how quick can he be on those medium tyres? He doesn't want to wear them out too much. Use too much of the tyre, you'll ruin it. But here we go. That is a bit of a battle between Dorsey and Cristale, but not super tight so far. Slippy has got past Justin L as well, so something must have happened to Justin. We'll see if we can find out what that was. But Slippy has jumped Justin L as well. Here's a replay of what happened to Justin L. So he just clips that inside wall. Gets too aggressive on the turn-in, and that just slows the car right down and just invites Slippy to go past. And I'm pretty sure that's given Justin some damage that he'll have to repair, which will probably put him down the order in his stop as well. So very frustrating for our championship leader. So it's all going on early in the piece here. Cars pushing hard, trying to fight for track position. And now Curving Texas is not far behind Justin L, who seems to be struggling to get to grips with the Porsche today. He did qualify second, but he was half a second off our off the pole sitter Ridwan, who is inherited this race lead, Ibn Hamza. And yeah, Curving Texas, wall button right behind. This is a little Porsche battle pack going on here at the moment. But yeah, it just looks like that potentially... not the pace, and Justin L, there we go. So he's pulled into the pits. So Justin L is in off those medium tyres. He's going to have to go into another set of medium tyres, but maybe just struggling a little bit for pace here early in this one. So let's see where he comes out in relation to Smashing Apex, who you can see coming through. That's turn 13, and he's coming down towards the final complex of corners now. So how far behind? Well, Dorsey is in as well to the pits. And here comes Apex through the final complex of corners. So tyres going on for Justin L. Medium tyres, I would suggest. Don't think you can get to the end on softs from here. Fuel, not a lot of fuel going in for him. And where is Smashing Apex? Smashing Apex is way ahead, yeah, way more ahead than I thought he would be. That is Wrestler that with a dot we saw. So Wrestler is right behind Justin L. And Smashing Apex is chasing down El Sam with at the moment. He's not too far behind, actually, at this stage. So we'll see how this unfolds as the race goes on. But everyone's just now, while cars have started to stop, finding their own bit of racetrack. Justin L will be hoping to not battle too much with Wrestler, which I don't think will be a massive problem for Justin, given the pace he has shown here. So he should be okay on pace to pull away from Wrestler, just get into a rhythm and try and undercut the guys that he was around, try and get back ahead of Slippy in this one. He's pushing very hard. You can see it in the body language of the car, and that is K-Dot in, so he is splitting this race 50-50. He is one of the only cars to do it by the looks of it. He is in. Slippy stays out, Curving Texas stays out, Wall Button is in, so he's also splitting this race 50-50 as well. And we'll see, K-Dot should come out ahead of Justin L, but where will he come out in relation to Smashing Apex? So here comes Smashing Apex through the final corner now. So he's going to have a fair gap on K-Dot, I would assume, because K-Dot, the fuel is going in. Fuel going in. There is Apex. Where is K-Dot? Here he is. So just behind, not too far behind. They are each other. Wall Button is coming out. Where is Justin L? There is Justin L. Where is Jay Wall Button? He is just ahead of him. So Wall Button has jumped Justin L in this pit stop phase, and that is crucial track position for Wall Button, because Justin L went for the undercut to try and give himself a bit of clear air in regards to the cars around him and a chance to jump those cars that were right behind and right in front of him, and it's not paid off for Justin. He now finds himself behind Walbutton, which means potentially he'll also find himself behind Curving Texas and Slippy as well, Slippy is in 4th and yet to stop. I believe there may have been a spin there for Slippy, or something happened that put him down. He was up in 2nd, but Curving Texas currently sits 2nd. Ibn Hamza is currently leading this one at the moment, and he's going to peel into the pit lane. So here we go. Your race leader is in. This is the man we are watching in relation to Smashing Apex, who is currently stuck behind L. Samwith coming through turn 13. So Ibn Hamza may be gifted a race position here if this traffic is proving difficult for Apex to push as hard as he would like. But let's check in with our race leader. So here's Hamza. He's into his pit box now. Here we go. He's in. So Curving Texas and Slippy are also in. Cristale will stay out. Sinkilla will stay out. Street Style will stay out. Sandwith will stay out. Where is Apex? Here he comes down the front straight. Fuel going in for Hamza. Where is he going to come out in relation to Smashing Apex? Here is Smashing Apex. Where is Hamza? Right behind him. So Smashing Apex does stay ahead of Hamza only just. Sorry, I had to get the onboard there because these external camera angles weren't really giving me anything to work off. So I had to just cut to the onboard shot, so I do apologize. But that is Apex getting past El Sandwith and putting a car between him and Hamza. So that is crucial for Apex, who pitted earlier than all these guys around him because he was on the soft tyre. Hamza is going to have more tyre life in that car, more tyre life and just more pace in that car than Apex will towards the back of this one. But Hamza, he makes easy work of it. He is past Sandwith now, straight side by side. And Apex is trying to put another car. He's trying to do another one. He goes past Street Style, who just backs out and lets him go, which keeps a car between him and Hamza. And this is heating up, this battle for the provisional race lead. Sandwith and Street Style are going to go side by side now. Not quite, but they are right with each other. These guys are still battling for actual track position and race position, as both of these guys are yet to stop. So they're out of sequence with the cars in front and behind them. I should say that Apex and Hamza now both past each other. Street Style pulls in. Sandwith going to stay out a little bit longer on those tyres. Maybe try and get on a set of soft tyres towards the end. Apex now with Hamza right behind him. This is the battle for the provisional race lead. So this is getting really close now between the championship combatants. And it is certainly not over yet. Here we go, through the first complex of corners. This is super close between these two, both on the dirt. And Justin L is struggling for pace, I think, a bit as well. We'll keep an eye on this, but he is down the order at the moment. I believe he also got jumped by Slippy and Curving Texas, so not great for him so far this race. Struggling a little bit with pace, I believe. Just his overall race pace. I think he might actually be just ahead of Slippy. But BBL Flash is currently leading, yet to stop, as is Crestale and BBL Sinkiller. But this is the battle we are watching. Your provisional race lead, Hamza, is going for a move up the inside of Smashing Apex, who is stuck behind BBL Sinkiller. They're looking to go 3 wide. Hamza gets stuck behind Sinkilla. He's going to shove the nose up the inside and get past him as well. Beautiful move from these guys. But Apex and Hamza, this isn't over yet. Hamza is right there on the back of him. He's pushing as hard as he can to keep with Smashing Apex and try and get past. This is not anywhere near over yet. Look at this. Look how close they are as Crestale pulls into the pit. So he's going to probably go into a set of soft tyres to run to the end in this race. Smashing Apex doing the best he can to push as hard as he can. This battle for the lead is getting close. We've only got 5 to go after this one. When we cross the line, 5 laps to go. And it is far from over yet. Hamza pushing Apex all the way as they come through this first complex of corners. This really fast left-right-hander into another very fast left-hander on the run down towards the tunnel. Hamza is not letting him go. He's probably dropped off just a little bit. But Curving Texas is currently behind Justin L. We'll go and check in on down the field. We will keep a close eye on this battle, though. Curving Texas trying to push up onto the back of Justin L. At the moment, looking for a strong result, I believe, in this one is Curving Texas. He did go into the soft tire, so he should be faster towards the end of this one. Wallbutton, I believe, potentially also going on to the soft tire. Maybe the medium tire, actually, for Wallbutton, I believe it was. But here we go. Look how close this is between these two. Hamza, he has a look to the inside as they run down towards turn 9. They are side by side. This is beautiful racing between these two, and Hamza makes the move, stick up the inside, and that is the provisional race lead. Apex, I think, is just going to have to let him go. He doesn't quite have the tyre life that Hamza has. He's still fairly close to the back of him, but I think this is just going to be a case of Hamza is going to pull away. Probably not by too much, but it's going to be fairly close to the end, but he has started to pull away now. Hamza, you can see the gap, little gap that he's already created as BVL Flash comes in. So it's going to be interesting to see where he pops out. But Justin L is right behind Jay Wallbutton, and Curving Texas is right behind him. So this little Porsche battle pack, this Porsche duel, you could call it, is continuing. And it is far from over yet, this race. We still have a long way to go in this one. Still 4 laps to go. The championship battle is getting ever closer. This is great for Hamza. If he can pull this win off, he will seal himself an 11-point lead in the championship, which is crucial with only 1 round to go at Dragon Trail next week. But Justin L, he's going to try and hold on to 5th place if he can. But he's got Curving Texas behind him, and now also BVL Flash on soft tyres. Not far behind. BBL Flash came out just ahead of Slippy, and I think the tyre difference there will mean that BBL Flash will hold on to that position. I don't think it's going to be a contest between those two. But Curving Texas, he's right behind Justin now. He wants to make use of these soft tyres. He is not letting him go. The battle of the Porsches is still burning here at Trial Mountain. It is not over yet. The 93 pushing the 44 all the way down the back straight. They get aggressive as they go side by side. Justin covers the inside line. Curving Texas has got the lights flashing, trying to outbrake Justin. They're going to go side by side into the bowl at turn 9. They're still there. Wallbutton just watching this in his rearview mirror is getting a great look at the action. And Justin L holds on for now. And he gets loose. He gets very loose. And he's into the wall, I think. That's Justin into the wall. Got very loose into, I believe that was turn 12. And just sort of lost control of the car. Just clipped the inside wall. And that means that Texas does get that position. But it was a beautiful battle between those two. So frustrating for Justin, who struggles again. Those tyres are starting to go now. He's been on them for a little while. Probably overheated them a little bit as well with this battle and pushing as hard as he is. So BVL Flash and Slippy now setting up to chase down those guys in front of him, Justin L and Curving Texas, who I think might pull away. But Curving Texas, he isn't done yet. Oh, sideways through turn 1. Beautiful racing. Sprint car stuff in through turn 1. You just perfect cut to that car, just sort of moving at in a horizontal direction. So yeah, beautiful car control from Curving Texas. He's on those soft tires. He's driving the wheels off this thing at the moment. He's pushing really hard to try and make this happen. He does not want to settle for anything less. He can sniff that 4th place in front of him. It'll be 2 weeks in a row back-to-back that he's finished 4th. If he can pull it off, hopefully I don't give him the commentator's curse. But it is getting close. It is heating up in this battle for the top 5 now. We'll keep an eye on that. We're going to check in down the pack. BBL Flash pulling away from Slippy now, making ground up on Justin L. So those soft tyres starting to come to life now. playing an advantage. This battle is super close. Dorsey and Cristale. Dorsey has a look up the inside into the bowl, and Cristale's going to try and pull off the switch back on him. Beautiful move there from Cristale. They just managed to keep it clean. I thought there might have been a little bit of contact as Cristale pulled across in front of him, but there was a big enough gap there and they've made it work. So these guys, beautiful racing between these two so far. This is excellent stuff. Makes for great television. Sandwith just in front of Street Style and Wrestler in 14th, and Bazza, a bit of a difficult race for him today. He's still been fast in the 50s, so his lap times are quick. I think he just struggled early and on the soft tyres towards the end of this one, trying to bring it home. But yeah, getting very, very hot here towards the end of this one. Justin L being hunted down by the soft tyres of BBL Flash. Bit of tyre squeal there for Justin L into the first corner. Curving Texas, he's right behind Jay Walbutton now. This is very close indeed. We're checking with our race leaders. A little bit of a gap, about a second and a half now is the gap between these two. So just not the tyre life left for Smashing Apex in this one. But this is close. So this is the battle we are keeping an eye on at the moment. The battle for 4th place. Curving Texas looking to go 2 weeks in a row in 4th. The lights come on as they enter the first of the 2 tunnels in this back complex of the circuit. Down the back straight through the very long tunnel. This is over a kilometre of straight, I believe. It definitely looks like it, considering this is a 5.4 kilometre circuit. Has a look to the inside, Curving Texas. I don't think he's close enough to make a move. He's going to try it, though. He's put a nose in there. He's certainly going to give it a crack, but Walbutton, I believe he just gets the better drive out of the corner and pulls it off. Stays ahead for now, but Curving Texas still in right behind him. This is a much stronger week for Walbutton. He's having a brilliant drive today. Just had a difficult couple of weeks the last few weeks. Wanted to do better this week, and I believe he certainly has done that. 4th or 5th place is still, no matter where he finishes today, it's a brilliant drive from him, and a brilliant battle with Curving Texas, who's basically pushing him through this final corner. So 1 lap to go. Our leaders have started the final lap. You can see them on the screen at the moment. And this is a battle we're keeping a close eye on, and this is a battle we're keeping a close eye on, because neither of these battles are done yet. Curving Texas looking to put himself up into that 4th place, trying to get a strong run through here. They use all of that curb that they can, coming through turn 2, as much curb as you can through turn 3. Brake as late as you dare into the tunnel without running yourself wide. Give yourself the narrow line through there. Gives you a better exit. Jay Walbutton gets a little bit loose. Curving Texas is right there with him. Lights going. Jay Walbutton a little bit loose on exit. This is where you need to get as close and hug the apex as much as you can through here, and then throw the car back across in 3rd gear towards the tunnel. This is the crucial stage of the race for Curving Texas. This is where it can make or break. Walbutton tries to cover. Texas has a good run. He's in the slipstream. He's side by side as they come down towards the bowl at turn 9. This is brilliant racing between these two. Walbutton tries to cover the inside. Curving Texas looks around the outside. Can he get the better drive off the corner? I think he can. They're still side by side, these guys. They haven't let it go yet. Walbutton covers. And this is brilliant stuff between these two. Brilliant piece of racing to end this one out. As I say this, I don't want to look away from this because I feel like it will end up not over yet. They're going to go side by side, but Hamza, he's going to come across the line. He's going to cement his championship title chase and win 3rd week in a row here at Trial Mountain. Smashing Apex in 2nd, K-Dot 3rd, and Curving Texas side by side drag race to the line with Jay Walbutton. Who's got it? It's Curving Texas. Yes, it is. Walbutton backs out and lets him go. I'm losing my voice. BBL Flash got Justin L at the end. Justin comes 7th. Slippy 8th. Cristale will come home 9th. Dorsey in 10th. What a race. What a drag race to the finish. Not sure if Walbutton maybe run out of fuel right on the line there because he just backed right off. But man, oh, that was crazy that last lap. My voice is absolutely shot. I am struggling to talk. I'm going to have a quick drink. Oh, man. That absolutely wrecked my voice. Oh, boy. What a race that was. So intense, but so good to watch. Let's have a look at our results one more time for you now. So R Ibn Hamza brings that one home in first. He now cements his place in the lead of the championship, now 11 points over Justin L. Smashing Apex came home second, his second podium. 2 weeks in a row he's been on the podium, so great result for him. He's moved up one each week, so looking for that race win next week, Apex, so no pressure. K-Dot comes home third, a brilliant result for him to come home on the podium. Curting Texas, 2 weeks in a row he's come home fourth, and only just over Jay Walbutton. We'll have to find out if maybe he ran out of fuel on the line there. But a very close race, and a drag race to the finish for those two. And BBL Flash does jump Justin L at the end and come home in 6th. Justin L comes home 7th. Slippy, 8th place. Crestale in 9th. Dawsey, 10th. Sin Killer, 11th. L Sandwith home in 12th. Street Style in 13th. Wrestler, 14th. And Bazza, just a bit of a difficult race for him this week, comes home in 15th place. Driver of the day. It is very, very tough as to who I'm going to give it to. But I think I have to give it to Jay Walbutton. It doesn't really show it on the sheet. He started 5th, finished 5th. But for me, he's had a tough couple weeks and just struggled in that Porsche. I think the Porsche just hasn't been clicking with him, and he's made it work this week. Him and that Porsche, they got along well this week. They made it work. They clicked with each other, and it was been brilliant to watch. So I'm very glad that he is back on form, back in 5th place this week, and we hope to see him doing just as well next week. We've got one round to go in the AGT GT3 Championship. We are at Dragon Trail Seaside next week, and that is our championship finale, our Season 1 finale, and it is hotting up. I'm going to have a quick look, just before I let you go, at the GT3 leaderboard. R Ibn Hamza, or Ridwan as we call him, leads the championship by 11 points over Justin L. So there's only 11 points in this championship, and Justin will want to make that. He want to make that more than or less than 11. Sorry, a lot less than 11 next week. He will want to do everything he can to take out that championship next week, as will Ridwan. It is very close between those two indeed. So having a look down the order a bit more, K-Dot on 282 points, Walbutton on 265, and Apex on 256. So these guys had, especially Apex, has had a really good run in the last couple of weeks and has really put himself in a great place, moved himself up to 5th in the championship. So it's been a brilliant run for Smashing Apex, getting himself up higher in that championship on the GT3 leaderboard. But we will see you guys next week. This has been an absolute cracker of the race. I hope you enjoyed it. I certainly did. We will catch you next week for all the championship finale action. We can't wait to bring it all to you and wrap up what has been an absolutely fantastic season. We'll also have some more information next week on our off-season activities. We don't have a very long off-season, but we will update you on our off-season activities later in the week or next week, I would suggest. So certainly keep an eye out for that, because we've got some exciting stuff coming. As always, I have been Isaac. Thank you so much for watching. We'll catch you next week for our championship finale. Goodbye.